as a playground just outside Pine Hollow. You won't find it on Google Maps anymore. The town removed it in 2006. But if you search the right forums, you'll find 47 separate accounts of people who've been there since. At night, when no one should be there at all, they all describe the same impossible thing. Tonight, we're walking through what they saw. Not to prove it, not to explain it away, just to see if the pattern holds. Because if it does, the question isn't what's happening there, it's who's been waiting. Pine Hollow Park opened in the spring of 1989, a modest playground tucked between suburban tract homes and a wall of Douglas firs, so thick they blocked the sunset by 4 p.m., swings, a metal slide, a merry-go-round with peeling red paint. The kind of place where mothers brought toddlers in the morning and teenagers gathered after dark. Then, in October 2003, the town council voted to close it. The official record states, safety concerns and declining usage. No incident report, no lawsuit, no explanation. A chain-link fence went up overnight. The swings froze mid-arc, tangled in their own chains. The slide rusted. The merry-go-round locked in place, facing the woods. For most people, that was the end. But in 2009, someone uploaded a video to a paranormal forum. 9 seconds long. Filmed at 12:07 a.m. The swings were moving. No wind, no footsteps, no children. That's when people started going back. I'm not here to verify these accounts. I'm here to show you the consistency. Let's start with the first report. September 14th, 2009, at 12:07 a.m. A man named Derek posts a video to a regional paranormal board. He's walking his dog past the fence. The camera is shaky, pointed through the gaps in the chain link. The swings are moving, slow, rhythmic, like someone just got off. Derek zooms in. The motion stops. He lowers the phone. When he raises it again, the swings resume. Perfectly timed, perfectly silent. The video ends abruptly. In the comments, Derek writes, "I didn't stay to see what happened next. I just knew I wasn't supposed to." Now let's jump forward to July 22nd, 2011. At 3:33 a.m., 4 teenagers camping in the woods post an audio file. You can hear the tent zipper, crickets, a distant highway hum. Then, underneath it all, laughter, muffled, childlike, no echo, no direction. One of them whispers, "Is that coming from the park?" They walk toward it. The laughter doesn't get louder. It stretches like someone pulling taffy. The closer they move, the farther it sounds. When they reach the fence, it stops. The recording ends. One of them later writes, "It wasn't coming from a place. It was coming from the air itself." Then there's the incident on Halloween night, 2014, at 2:48 a.m. A woman driving home takes a wrong turn and ends up near the park. She slows down, glances through the trees. There's a figure on the slide, tall, too tall, blurred at the edges like a bad photocopy. She speeds up. When she checks her dash cam later, the figure is there for exactly 4 frames. In the 5th, it's gone. She posts the footage to Reddit. It's archived now, but you can still find it if you know where to look. The top comment reads, "That's not a person." That's the shape of where a person should be. When you line up the reports, something emerges. Not chaos, not randomness, a schedule. The swing motion is consistently reported between midnight and 1:40 a.m., and it always stops when filmed directly. The children's laughter is heard between 3 o'clock and 4 a.m. with no echo, and it retreats when approached. The silhouette on the slide appears between 2:30 and 3:15 a.m., always tall, blurred, and only for a few frames. Others report distortions in the air, like motion trails with no visible source, between 1:11 and 2:22 a.m. The phenomena seem to avoid confirmation. They exist in your peripheral vision, in shaky footage, and overheard sounds that vanish when you turn your head. It's not a haunting, it's evasion. One audio forensics analyst reviewed the 2011 laughter file off the record. He later told a podcaster, "The frequency matches a child's vocal range, but the rhythm doesn't match speech patterns. It matches breathing, deep, controlled breathing, not a voice, a memory that learned how to exhale." I interviewed 3 people who grew up near Pine Hollow. They're in their 30s now. None of them knew each other as kids, but they all said the same thing. Amma, who's 34, told me, "We used to play there until sunset. Then one day, my mom wouldn't let me go anymore. She didn't say why. She just said it wasn't for us anymore." Jason, 37, said, "I went there once when I was 16. It was already closed. I don't know why I climbed the fence, but when I got to the swings, I felt like I was interrupting something, like I'd walked into someone's house without knocking." And Lena, 32, said, "The weird thing is, I don't remember it closing. I just remember it being empty one day, like it had always been empty. But I swear I could still hear kids playing there at night. They weren't imagining it." In 2017, an urban exploration crew broke into the park with night vision cameras. They filmed for 6 hours. At 3:14 a.m., one of them whispers, "Do you hear that?" The others freeze. On the audio, children's voices, distant, layered, singing something that sounds like a nursery rhyme, but the words don't match anything in English. The crew leaves. One of them posted this in the video description: "We didn't feel unsafe. We felt uninvited." In 2019, someone found a decommissioned security hard drive at a municipal auction. The files were dated 2003, the year the park closed. Most of the footage is routine. Empty swings, empty slides, automatic timestamps cycling through the night. But there's one file, dated October 12, 2003, 12:07 a.m. The camera pans across the playground. Everything is still. A flashlight beam cuts through the frame someone off screen, checking the grounds one last time before the fence goes up. A voice, barely audible. "Anyone out here?" Silence. Then, beneath his voice, layered so faintly you have to turn the volume all the way up, "We never left." Not one voice, many. Children, adults, whispers stacked on whispers. The flashlight drops. The camera shakes. Static floods the feed like water poured into a speaker. The timestamp freezes. 12:07 a.m. The same time Derek filmed the swings 6 years later. The same time the security footage stopped in 2003. The same time every night, according to every report since. Some places close. Some clocks never stop ticking. If you ever drive past an abandoned playground late at night and you feel like the silence is watching you back, that's normal. Everyone says that too. But maybe pull over, just for a second. See if the swings are moving. Not because something's wrong, but because maybe, somewhere in the air above the rusted chains, someone's still waiting for their turn. Thanks for watching.